1970 gave us Marvin Gaye and Stevie Wonder at their peak, but hidden beneath the legends were artists who struck gold once, then vanished. These are the one-hit R&B wonders of 1970. Songs that lit up radios, packed dance floors, and then slipped into history. Number 12, Grazing in the Grass by the Friends of Distinction. Grazing in the Grass by the Friends of Distinction, a sun-soaked groove that felt like pure summer joy.
Many groovy things to see while grazing in the grass. Grazing in the grass is a gas, baby, can you?
Originally an instrumental hit by Hugh Masekela in 1968, this Los Angeles vocal group put lyrics to the melody in 1969.
Grazing in the grass is a gas, baby, can you dig it?
Sending their version up the Billboard Hot 100, peaking in 1970 on soul stations everywhere. The Friends of Distinction were part of that LA vocal harmony scene.
Just watching as the world goes past.
Standing shoulder to shoulder with Fifth Dimension, but unlike their peers, they never found the same sustained success. What makes this track so special is its sheer optimism. You can hear the wide smiles in every note. Imagine cruising through 1970 in a convertible, the sun on your face, this jam spinning on an AM station. While the group didn't replicate the magic of this song, Grazing in the Grass remains their defining legacy.
Flowers with colors, bright, making everything out of sight in the grass.
A happy reminder that sometimes one song is all it takes. Number 11, Love on a Two-Way Street by The Moments.
Right now, let's welcome aboard the Soul Train for the very first time, three very handsome and talented young men who comprise one of the finest singing groups of all time, the fabulous Moments.
We've got Love on a Two-Way Street by The Moments, a heartbreak anthem that cut deep in 1970.
I found love on a two-way street.
Written by Sylvia Robinson, who would later become famous for launching Sugar Hill Records, this was the group's one shining moment. The Moments had been recording for Stang Records in New Jersey, working under the Sylvia and Joe Robinson team.
Held me in desperation. I thought it was a
But it was this ballad, simple, aching, and drenched in late-night loneliness, that gave them a top 5 pop hit and a number 1 R&B single. The story goes that the lead vocalist, Billy Brown, poured every ounce of pain into that session, capturing the timeless ache of love slipping away. You can almost picture a broken-hearted soul walking down a city street under flickering lamplights, replaying this tune in their head.
love on a two-way street.
Though the Moments would later evolve into Ray, Goodman, and Brown, this single still stands as their unforgettable calling card. Number 10, Selfish One by Jackie Ross.
Selfish one, why keep your love to yourself?
Selfish One by Jackie Ross, a Chicago soul gem that first hit in the mid-60s, but lingered on jukeboxes and radio rotations well into 1970.
Oh, it seems like you built a fence around your heart.
Born in St. Louis and raised in gospel traditions, Jackie was signed to Chess Records, where this song became her breakout. The tension between tender devotion and sharp accusation in the lyrics
You let so much time pass by, and I
gave Ross a powerful emotional presence. Audiences loved it, but behind the scenes, she clashed with Chess Records over royalties and creative control. Those conflicts cut her rise short. Still, Selfish One lived on as that slow dance track everyone knew, even when the artist's name faded from memory.
now, selfish one, you're one.
It's the kind of song that makes you sway without realizing, pulling you back to neighborhood sock hops when the lights dimmed and the dance floor filled with longing. Jackie Ross may not have become a household name, but this hit stamped her forever in R&B memory. Number 9, Oh Me Oh My, I'm a Fool for You Baby by Lulu. We've got a surprising one, Lulu's Oh Me Oh My, I'm a Fool for You Baby. Though Lulu was already known in the UK for pop hits, this soulful ballad became her one true entry into R&B territory in the US in 1970.
See, with the super chassis, it's Lulu!
Produced in muscle shoals with that warm southern soul flavor, Lulu's voice soared with both vulnerability and strength. The record managed to cross into the R&B charts, giving her a fleeting moment of American soul credibility. It's a song full of desperate yearning, the kind that makes you close your eyes and remember the sting of unrequited love. Imagine dim-lit lounges, lovers' quarrels, and the ache of knowing you've given too much to someone who doesn't return it.
Then I'm crazy, yeah. Hold me all night. I'm a fool.
Though Lulu never fully broke through as an R&B staple, this haunting tune still resurfaces on old-school playlists, reminding us how soul could touch anyone, anywhere. Number 8, Patches by Clarence Carter.
Now, the bad thing that happened to me in 1970 was I got married.
Patches by Clarence Carter, one of the most bittersweet soul ballads of 1970.
You know, about in 1970, I put this song out.
Written by General Johnson of Chairman of the Board, this was Carter's defining hit, earning him a Grammy for Best R&B Song. The story inside Patches is pure Southern Gothic soul. A young boy thrust into responsibility after his father's death, vowing to provide for his family against impossible odds. Carter's emotive delivery, layered with gospel intensity, made it feel both personal and universal. Listeners in 1970 could hear echoes of their own struggles, poverty, resilience, determination in every line. Picture hard-working families across the South tuning in late at night, finding hope in Carter's voice. Though Clarence Carter would have other regional hits, Patches became his lasting legacy, cementing him as one of soul's great storytellers, even if the rest of his career never reached this emotional peak again. Number 7, Band of Gold by Freda Payne.
First gold record. From Detroit, Motown by way of Holland Dozier Holland's Invictus label, Freda Payne's Band of Gold.
We find Band of Gold by Freda Payne, a shimmering, heartbreaking hit that became one of 1970's most memorable singles. Released on the Invictus label, created by the legendary Holland Dozier Holland. After leaving Motown, this track had all the elements of a Motown classic, except with an edge. The story inside the song, a woman abandoned immediately after marriage, was bold, vulnerable, and devastating. Payne's cool yet aching delivery made it haunting, while the driving beat kept it endlessly listenable. The single was a smash, topping charts in both the US and the UK, but Payne never managed to follow it up with equal success. Still, in 1970, Band of Gold was everywhere, blaring from radios, spinning at weddings, even becoming an anthem of independence for women who heard their own struggles echoed in the lyrics. Freda Payne may have been a one-hit wonder, but what a hit it was. If these forgotten one-hit wonders are stirring memories for you, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It helps us keep the soul alive. And stick with us. We've still got 6 more timeless gems to uncover. And trust me, our number 1 pick will surprise you. Number 6, Give Me Just a Little More Time by Chairman of the Board. Give Me Just a Little More Time by Chairman of the Board, a funky plea that was impossible to resist in 1970. Released on Invictus Records, it was powered by the falsetto of General Johnson, whose quirky delivery gave the track its character. Backed by the Funk Brothers, yes, Motown's own legendary studio band moonlighting for Holland Dozier Holland, the song had that unmistakable Detroit swing. It raced up to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became an anthem for second chances in love. Picture crowded dance floors, couples singing the chorus back and forth, hoping love would last a little longer. Though Chairman of the Board had a couple of smaller follow-ups, this was the one that defined them. To this day, Give Me Just a Little More Time still works its magic, reminding us of the urgency of love and the fleeting joy of a perfect soul record. Number 5, Mr. Big Stuff by Gene Knight.
Stuff. Who do you think you are?
It's Gene Knight with Mr. Big Stuff. Released on Stax subsidiary Josie Records in 1970, this sassy, funky anthem gave Knight her one shining moment.
'Cause you wear all those fancy clothes. Oh.
Recorded in New Orleans at the famed Malaco Studios, Mr. Big Stuff was powered by that swampy southern groove and Knight's razor-sharp vocal attitude.
Oh yeah, than to be fooled around and get hurt by you.
She was calling out all the flashy, no-good men of the time, and women across America cheered her on. The single went platinum and hit number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. But despite its success,
With this go record. There.
Knight never found another hit to match it. Still, this track lived on as one of the ultimate kiss-off anthems of the 70s. Imagine block parties, bell-bottoms, and women belting out, "Who do you think you are?" with a grin.
Tell me, just who do you think you are?
Gene Knight gave us empowerment in 3 minutes flat, and that's a legacy worth remembering. Number 4, Express Yourself by Charles Wright and the Watts, 103rd Street Rhythm Band.
Express yourself.
We spotlight Express Yourself by Charles Wright and the Watts, 103rd Street Rhythm Band, a funky feel-good anthem that brought pure Los Angeles energy to 1970.
What you look like when you're doing what you're doing is what you're doing.
This track encouraged freedom, individuality, and joy, values that resonated with the changing times of the early 70s. Wright's laid-back delivery paired with a horn-driven groove made it impossible to sit still.
Just like a kangaroo.
The band had been a staple in LA's club scene, but this was the moment they broke through nationally. Though they never sustained mainstream chart success, Express Yourself would later find new life, sampled heavily in hip-hop, including NWA's iconic version 2 decades later.
Express yourself. Express yourself. Express yourself.
For soul fans of 1970, though, this was the soundtrack of optimism. Whether you were roller skating down Venice Beach or just vibing at a backyard barbecue. One-hit wonder? Maybe. Eternal jam? Absolutely. Number 3, In the Rain by The Dramatics.
It may sound crazy.
In the Rain by The Dramatics, a lush, cinematic soul ballad that gave the Detroit group its biggest moment. Released on Volt Records in 1970, it featured sweeping strings, delicate guitar, and one of the most vulnerable lead vocals of the year.
Want you to see me cry. Let me go, let me go, let me go.
The song paints the image of heartbreak hidden in plain sight. crying in the rain so no one else can see your tears. That kind of poetic imagery hit hard with audiences, sending the single soaring into the top 5 on both R&B and pop charts. Although the Dramatics would have a few other smaller hits, none resonated with quite the same emotional weight as this one. Picture yourself walking down a rainy street in 1970. Transistor radio pressed to your ear, hearing those gentle strings against the sound of raindrops. It's heartbreak soul at its finest, and unforgettable. Number 2, Don't Let the Green Grass Fool You by Wilson Pickett. We've got Don't Let the Green Grass Fool You by Wilson Pickett. Now, yes, Pickett was no one-hit wonder.
I'm telling you, don't let green grass fool ya.
But this particular track from 1970 stands as a singular hit moment, overshadowed by his earlier classics like In the Midnight Hour. Recorded at Muscle Shoals, the song carried that unmistakable Southern grit. It was playful yet wise, warning lovers not to be deceived by surface beauty.
Gonna be hard for me, baby, to feel my life all over.
The groove was irresistible, but after this, Pickett's chart dominance started to fade. Fans still remember him as one of soul's giants. But Don't Let the Green Grass Fool You often gets lost in the shuffle of his discography.
Wait, baby, you know what? I may not live to see a brand new day.
Making it feel like a one-hit memory for 1970. It's the kind of record that made jukeboxes clatter, couples smile, and dancers spin. And while Pickett's legend is larger, this song deserves its own moment in the sun. Number 1, Oh Oh Hush Child by the 5 Stairsteps.
Fantastic Brick family returns now with a promise of a better life for all. Let's welcome back the Stairsteps.
Forgotten one-hit wonder of 1970, OOH Child by the 5 Stairsteps.
Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier.
This Chicago family group was dubbed the first family of soul before the Jackson 5. And for one shining summer, they ruled the airwaves with this tender anthem. Written by Stan Vincent and released on Buddha Records, Oh Child carried a message of hope. Things are gonna get easier. At a time when America was still reeling from civil rights struggles in Vietnam, it felt like pure healing. The harmonies were angelic, the groove was gentle, and the message universal. It climbed to number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the Stairsteps' only major crossover hit. Though they faded soon after, this single lives forever as a song that comforts, uplifts, and reminds us that tomorrow can be brighter. Truly a one-hit wonder that transcended the label. From funky grooves to heartbreaking ballads, these one-hit wonders of 1970 prove that sometimes a single song is enough to leave a mark forever. Thanks for joining us on this soulful stroll down memory lane. If you loved reliving these gems, subscribe to keep the groove alive. You won't want to miss our next countdown. Up next, the unforgettable soul hits of 1971. Click it, and let's keep the rhythm rolling.